everyone. This is Reboot Roundtable, 20 to 30 minute podcast where three friends with varying expertise discuss remaining classic franchises. Each episode features one friend proposing new ideas for a reboot, rework, or sequel, while others add depth and humor through jokes and questions. Richie conversation. Today I am joined by Connor. I don't know, he's Connor. Hey, Connor.
Hello.
And we have Jay. He is also a cool guy.
Yo, what's poppin'?
So I wanted to bring to the table today Cyberpunk Edgerunners, and I was really upset how the show ended. I felt like it was really crappy. Not really, it was a really good ending. But I want more. I want more out of the series. I love the art style. I love the storytelling. We need more. So I think there should be a sequel. Because Arasaka is still up. Like, they're still on top, baby. So, like, I think the sequel should be them losing. Because, fuck Arasaka. I don't like Arasaka.
So, I think this is the point where I gotta say, I don't know what you're talking about. I think we're gonna need to get a bit more explanation than someone's on top.
So, the series Cyberpunk is mainly about the conflicts between a society that struggles and has to fight and thrive to survive, and their government, which is just like they're called corpo rats, is what people call them, and basically that means like you're a business. And in this universe, to be a businessman, a lot of people die, either because of your hand or because you told somebody else.
Just like
Arasaka is the like main evil company in this franchise. So every time something bad happens, everybody's like, "Damn you, Arasaka!" It has a lot
Amazon.
of like, yeah, it's like
Yeah, mentioned late stage capitalism.
I guess
That's
like European like mobs.
Okay.
How do I say this? Like in like the southern part of Europe. Asian countries. That's sort of.
Oh, okay.
So I don't want to say anything specific because I don't know a whole lot. I think it's Japanese, if I had to guess.
Okay.
But I could be totally wrong. I just know there's a lot about dragons, and I know that Japanese culture has a lot about dragons. So I don't know.
Yeah,
that's what I have two and two together.
Yeah, the Arasaka group in the game, at least, is a Japanese like run company.
Well, in Cyberpunk 2077, the main purpose of the game is taking down Arasaka. I haven't beat the game, so I don't know if you do or if you don't. I'm assuming you don't because I don't know. They're pretty OP.
There's multiple endings, but it kind of depends.
Okay, cool. So that's why a sequel would be cool for Edgerunners as well.
So Edgerunners is the anime, correct?
Yes, that's the anime. It's so in the series, lore-wise, it's Edgerunners and then the game, which is why in the game I'm assuming you can take down Arasaka. I'll say that like the canonical endings would be like where Arasaka still stands, because I think that would make sense for the sequel. Because then the sequel could be them taking down Arasaka, and I think it'd be awesome if Johnny Silverhand was the protagonist.
And that's Keanu Reeves.
Yes, that is Keanu Reeves.
Woo, yeah. I love John Wick. I've never seen John Wick.
Have you guys seen the clip of him like surrounded by puppies? And he's just like, I love puppies.
John Wick is a gift from the heavens.
Yeah,
I think you meant Keanu. John Wick kind of killed.
Not John Wick. Yeah, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, just like Jack Black.
I didn't want to go there, but I knew it was going there.
I think the sequel, the main character should be Jack Black.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd watch a Keanu Reeves Jack Black film.
Johnny Silverhand played by Jack Black, who's playing Keanu Reeves, who's playing Johnny Silverhand.
Okay, whoa.
Yeah.
I was thinking more on the level of like Jack Black is like the main protagonist, and Keanu Reeves could be Johnny Silverhand, and like it's another Chip scenario. So in the game, the reason why Johnny Silverhand exists is because he was a terrorist. Well, Arasaka took his conscience and like put it on an SD card basically, and then you steal it from them and put it in your head, and then he lives in you, and it's not great.
The game was rigged from the start.
Yeah, it's like a Fallout New Vegas got shot in the beginning of the game kind of scenario.
Yeah.
The entire time this chip is killing you and taking your conscience away, because two consciences can't exist in one body.
Dang, that sucks.
Yeah,
that's rough.
That's the main conflict of the game. So I think it would be cool for another scenario like that to happen, or like I feel like the main character always has some crazy modification to their body. Like in the game, you can get like cyberware, or you could just be a badass with a chip in your head. In the show, he gets the really cool like spinal upgrade.
The Sonda Viston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's absolutely crazy. They're like, so basically what happens when he activates his cyberware in the show is that like time slows down, but he moves the same. So he can just like slow down time, run around and beat everybody up, and then be chilling.
It sounds broken, but the weakness from it is that every time he uses it, it like destroys his brain.
Yeah.
Much like crack.
The more times you use it, the more you go like insane, like literally bloodlust insane. And I'm just gonna spoilers. If you don't want to know anything else about the series,
I feel like if someone's watching this episode, you would hope they've got like they understand what they're coming into. But this is
you need to title it "No Cyberpunk Spoilers at All," and the first thing you need to say is "Everyone dies."
Okay, well, in the show, by the end of the show, he does go cyber psycho, and like it's so bad because we get to see it from his point of view. And like he doesn't even really realize what's going on. Like he's running around and fighting the enemy, killing them, sure, but like in his mind, he's like on a walk, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, dude, it's so sad.
So it's one of those things where it like tricks your mind and like convinces it.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like being really drugged up. Like you ever heard of fentanyl?
Oh,
yeah, it's kind of like that. But just all the time.
Yeah.
You're just lunched over, sitting in the Bahamas.
You're just like, man, I'm chilling. And like, in actual reality, you beat up like 8 homeless people.
So,
like, man, this pina colada good.
Excuse me, waiter, could I have a glass of water? Meanwhile, mercilessly destroying a small shelter.
Have you all seen the clip? It's of someone playing Blade and Sorcery, and it just says me when the homeless man asks for money, and it's just them beating the absolute daylight out of some random NPC.
Oh, no.
It's so random, but like for like about a week there, I saw it like 3 times in a row and then got sent it by 3 people. It was really weird. It was just like, yeah, the world's like, hey, you're going to enjoy this. You have fun.
You're going to enjoy this? Connor, do we need to have an intervention?
Mm-hmm.
Connor.
No, I'm not saying I would enjoy it. I'm saying people apparently thought I would because people kept sending it to me. For legal reasons, I don't beat up the homeless. And for physical
ethical reasons, maybe.
Did you guys think that the 1,000-degree honey bun meme was funny?
What?
Oh, you don't know?
I don't think I want to know.
Where people would superheat honey buns to a bajillion degrees and then throw them at homeless people.
Holy shit. That's
not
insane.
Actually, but they would joke about it. So they'd be like, oh, bro, I gotta buy a new microwave. So they'd be like, wait, why do you need a new microwave for? It's like, honey bun challenge. You know how it is.
Oh, my goodness. Can that be added to this TV show? Can we get the main character just to throw honey buns at people? Can that be their ability? Can that be their special enhancement?
Okay, yeah. So in their right shoulder, there's a microwave. It heats up honey buns. That's
Holy
it.
Crap. And they shoot them out from the microwave.
Yeah. Whenever they're done being superheated, they just
you just hear the ding, and then he gets fired at Mach 10.
Yeah. And every time it says like, I'm Jack Black, and then shoot the
I'm Jack Black.
Wait, no. Wait, here's how you fix your pitch. Here's what you do. You
said your pitch was bad, by the way.
No. What I'm saying is, don't you twist my words. So like you have the Keanu Reeves as the main character, and you have his gun be sentient, and it's played by Jack Black.
That could be.
Oh,
pretty
like
cool.
what was that game? It was like the Rick and Morty type.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where the guns would like talk to you.
Yeah, and it was just
Well, there's
Jack
a gun
Black.
that talks to you in game, and if you kill like more than 500 people with it, it's like I no longer kill. It's like, bro, why?
Is that in Cyberpunk?
Yeah,
I have a lot to learn.
I didn't know it existed. I just seen clips online. It's called like Shooty or Gunny or
Gunny. Like
I know. I
they're
really
really
got
basic
Rebecca's
guns.
shotgun like the moment I loaded in.
Oh, that's sick. I've just
Yeah,
been kind of
it's-
exploring the game without like looking anything up first, and I've been having a blast so far. I bought the gorilla hands, so I've just been going into the fist fights and just rocking them with the gorilla hands. And they're like, "Dang, you're such a good fighter." It's like, yeah, pockets another $100,000 so I can go upgrade my gorilla fist.
Wow, how are you doing that? Trade secret.
Dude, the funniest part is like, all right, no cyberware, don't cheat. It's like, oh yeah, I won't cheat, definitely.
Don't gotta worry about that. It's
But
like, pull
okay,
out
but
my
if you have
guns.
mantis blades, they're like, you're a cheater McCheat face. I'm gonna kill you now.
They want you to stab them. They just, they want you to. I don't-
Like, it's okay if you can punch through steel walls, but
it's the Batman
the moment
logic.
you can stab me, like, psh,
You mean Batman logic?
I won't kill you. It's bad to kill, but it's okay if I leave you
I don't
badly
know.
brain
Those gorilla
damaged.
fists would definitely just bust your skull open.
Oh.
Like, no
Yeah.
hesitation.
Oh.
It's like saying Spider-Man doesn't kill in the games, but then watching him throw people off of the New York skyline.
Okay, wait. They canonically have a way he doesn't kill people with that.
Yeah, the web to the buildings, I've
Yeah.
seen that not happen. They're dead.
Yeah, dude, I've seen. If you're okay, so some of the buildings aren't high enough for it to like trigger, so they just fall to the ground. But it's like 2 stories.
Okay,
No,
someone
you're
can survive
throwing
2
them down.
stories.
You're throwing them down with Spider-Man
Throwing
strength.
them.
I mean,
They're
Doc
having terminal velocity, William.
it's
William.
that's
They're
insane.
dead. Spider-Man killed. I don't know what you want.
Okay, well, yeah, but Spider-Man doesn't like have a rule against killing. He just prefers not to.
That's true. There's no like moral thing written in his code that says I don't kill people. He's just like, I would prefer not to kill you. Like, I'll do everything in my power not to kill you, but like,
If worse
I
comes
will
to
fill your
worse.
lungs with blood fluid.
So to the Cyberpunk pitch, for context on how little I know, I literally played 30 seconds of the game, thought it felt clunky, and quit.
Okay.
So would this basically invalidate, like if it is a sequel to the game, would it invalidate the game? Like, what happens to your main character? Like, what has
so-
become of you?
In Black Ops 2, at the end of the game, you can get a bunch of different endings, but they
Right.
were like, this is the one canonical ending.
Right.
That way they can move on to the next game. Well, I feel like that's kind of like they could do that with Cyberpunk. They could be like, well, all the like ones where you killed Arasaka, like, nah, those endings were just like cool. Like, we let you kill Arasaka because it's a game.
Gotta go with the Pan Am ending. That's the best ending. That's the one most people pick.
Pan Am, like, is in Hunger Games. I love
Oh, no,
Hunger
no, no,
Games.
no.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
That's the character's name in the show or game.
Oh.
No, you can get like married to one of the characters and run away with a bunch of like deviants.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. Not in the show. Not in the show. Not in the show. I lied. Not in the show.
Not in the show. In the
No,
game.
get married to one of the characters in the game.
Okay.
I was like, how do you get married to a character in the show?
Yeah, you just find them in the wild and then marry them.
In
you
the
know?
wild.
No, when
I love finding my partner in the wild.
Adam smash her.
I don't know what that means, but I just heard Tyler absolutely crumble.
Okay, so the reason in the end of the show that they can't kill Arasaka is because they hired this guy named Adam Smasher.
Okay.
So normally, the more cyberware you install, the crazier you get. Well, this guy named Adam, he is he is like 98% cyberware, and he's not crazy.
He's more machine
guess
than
he-
man.
Yeah, he's just like all machine basically. So they're like, "Hey, bro, come pull up and kill him." And he has like an even more improved version of David's. That's the main character. His like
Okay.
spinal thing where it freezes time. Yeah, his is even better. So David's like moving kind of slow, and he's just bolting around him, no trouble. Yeah, he's really OP. He's got like So you know the Gorilla Fist I was talking about earlier that can like punch through iron?
Yeah.
Well, okay, imagine that times like 2,000. Like he could just punch through a building if he wanted to. Like he's like, I wouldn't say Omni-Man level of crazy OP, but like he's pretty OP. And even if he dies, he could just upload his subconscious to the web, or at least that's his goal.
But
yes,
I will say, in terms of the game, at the end of the game, which I know you said you hadn't beat it yet, but at the end of the game, like no matter what ending you pick, you end up killing Atom Smasher.
Oh,
Spoilers!
Okay.
You do end up killing Atom Smasher. So
Sweet.
that brings me to my kind of like big question is, in this next part, if you're taking down Arasaka, who's going to be like the main antagonist of this? Because you still want to use the cyberware and everything.
If it was Atom Smasher, he just comes back and he's like 100% robot, and it's like, well, dude, I beat you when you were 98% robot. That's only 2% more robot.
But that feels like it like removes kind of the point of the games, you know, because that's like your end all.
True, that is like the end all be all of the game.
Yeah, and if my understanding, like Cyberpunk, the game comes before the show, right? Like the game would come before
the show comes first.
No,
well, I mean, like,
show and then the game.
Like in marketing wise, like they're not going to take out the big bad in supplementary material,
right?
That's true. That's true. Because the show or the game is like their main thing. Like they had the games long before they made a show about it.
Yeah.
So that does make sense. I guess maybe their biggest thing is just Johnny Silverhand. Because before Johnny Silverhand's consciousness was wiped, he planted a bomb in Arasaka Tower. And the only reason they didn't die and fall off then is because they defused the bomb. But if they didn't defuse that bomb, that would have been it. So what if he finally comes back? Like at the end of Cyberpunk 2077, he finally takes over your consciousness, and V would be the protagonist. Or, well, technically it's Johnny Silverhand, but in V's body.
So with that, I think of a character from Star Wars, the Old Republic, Revan, right? Mm. Now, the way they got around the whole, like, your player character can look like anything is they put him in a suit, right? They gave him a helmet and they gave him armor, and they were like, yeah, no, your character's in there. Like, don't worry about it. Revan is definitely your character. At least that's what my memory serves. To be fair, I hate the Old Republic. That's besides the point. So, oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say a quick like thing for that. Instead of putting into a suit, the game that I play, there's a game I play. It's called Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Oh no.
It has a really cool system for that in terms of like your player character coming back.
Mm-hmm.
In that it literally like stores on your computer. If you've played the last game, it stores your character model and uses that one for the next game.
Oh, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant by that. That is really cool. What I meant was in canon material outside of the games. That's how they handled Revan. Like in the games, like it was just your character. But like outside for supplementary material, that's how they handled him. So if your main character in Cyberpunk was the main character of the show, but like taken over by Keanu Reeves, how would you handle this character not being your character per se?
I think there could be a couple ways to go about it. Like, I think either like Johnny's like, well, it's my body now, so I can do whatever I want with it, and goes and gets like surgery, and boom, he's Johnny now. Or it could be like a tech thing where he like wears like a little like face plate, I guess, at all times that like makes it look like it's him. But if you like took the tech off, it'd be like, oh, you're V. Or it could be even something as simple as like he is so like disgraced by like not being himself anymore that he wears like a helmet all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I have an idea real quick. Potentially speaking, if you're looking for an antagonist, if we assume along the like Cyberpunk game style of they took down Atom Smasher and Arasaka's basically dead, but Johnny Silverhand took control of V at the end, because that is one of the options, then you could realistically do a thing of in the next game, you're a Night City resident who, after the fall of Arasaka, things just went like crazy. Like there's no control left at all. Even the Corvos are running. And so you could be one of the like people trying to survive, and you're looking for like the guy who's heading all of it. And you don't know who it is, but you follow these trails to find him. And then finally you find this guy who's a ghost, Johnny Silverhand, as the final antagonist of the next game or the next show.
Well, if you did that as the game, then the show could set up how he got there. Because didn't the first show came out after the game did?
Right.
Like,
so they could do it reverse this time.
Well, or it could do it the same way. Game comes out, and then the sequel to the show is a prequel to the game.
Oh, and like because people would be like, "Why is Johnny Silverhand a ghost?" The whole game.
Well,
And
I mean,
then
like
they could see the show and be like,
the ghost thing would be like he would have V's body, like Johnny Silverhand would have took over V, and at this point, V is the strongest, like he's the strongest ever. He beat Adam Smasher, who was like a boogeyman.
yeah.
So it would be Johnny Silverhand in this OP body, and he would just be heading across this like front of terror, pretty much, because Johnny Silverhand is not a good guy.
No,
He is not. So you have this. He's a terrorist. I mean, let's get it out there.
He's like
terrorist.
Like at the end of the day, he is a terrorist.
Yeah, he's not a good guy. He's not doing things in anybody's best interest but his own. So it's very easy to make him an antagonist, even if he was a kind of pseudo protagonist in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, and that's always a fun trope whenever you get the character you knew is now the villain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gosh, I need to reinstall and beat the game.
Oh,
Now I really want to.
I was gonna
I'll
do
play it
multiple
eventually.
playthroughs from each of the starts, but they all are like the same because I was
They
watching.
really are.
So I'm probably gonna save up and buy the DLC at some point.
I actually have the DLC.
Really?
And it's pretty cool. I was literally in the middle of playing through it, and then I uninstalled it because I needed room for another game. And I was like, why did I do that? I was still playing that game.
But
Just
the
the middle of
opening
play.
scene felt clunky, and I didn't like it.
I won't lie. The first 30 minutes to an hour of the game is kind of clunky still. Like, not that it's boring or bad. It's just like, it feels like they updated everything but it. Because after the intro, and I'm like introduced to the series, and I know what's going on, the game feels amazing. I'm immersed. I'm there. I'm enjoying it. And it's super cool. And the traffic feels realistic. Because in some parts of town, there's not a lot of traffic, like almost at all. And it's because it's a bad part of town. But you get closer to like the city parts, and there's like a lot of traffic. And sometimes it's hard to maneuver because of it, because there's so much traffic.
Yeah, it's definitely a game I'll touch at some point and get more out of. And it's a franchise that like is, despite how bad the Cyberpunk game launched, I know that the first season of the show just absolutely brought people back.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I got into the game.
Sorry, I totally blanked for a second. I definitely can say the longer you wait, the better it'll be when you come back. Because all they've done thus far is fix it. Everything that's broken, to like even minute things. Like people would complain about the like models for the burgers and sodas, and like it's the same model, or like it looks garbage, and they were like, okay, so they made it high definition. People would stop complaining. Like even something that small they fix. So the longer you'll wait, the better it'll be when you finally do try it.
Are they still updating it, or is it?
Oh
like,
yeah.
Oh really?
Like No Man's Sky. Like they're still going at it.
Yeah. No Man's Sky was an insane comeback.
Oh
Yeah, bud.
yeah.
No Man's Sky.
I feel like that needs to be an episode
Jack
at
Black.
some point. That's Jack Black.
Yeah, how do you incorporate Jack Black in this?
I thought we said we make it the sentient
I-
gun.
I'm about to say, I thought he was the gun.
Okay, but like we need more Jack Black. I need to see his
Okay.
face.
Okay, I got an even better.
Holographic on gun.
He's like, you know how in the game you have the AI companion and it pops up in your like.
Oh, you're talking about the
corner?
car guy?
Oh, him? That'd be cool. I was thinking of the chick that helps you during the heist and everything.
Oh, T?
T, thank you. Yes, I feel like he could be like that for Johnny Silverhand. Like he's like a AI companion.
Jack Black's a net runner.
Yeah, he's
love
a
it.
net runner. That's even better. That's even better.
But is he an ally or is he working with Silverhand?
I think he would be working with Silverhand and then last second flip the script. I think that could be
Imagine
amazing.
all of the villains. You have Keanu Reeves, you have Jack Black. You just throw in like Brad Pitt. You just have a bunch of different like.
I was gonna say Danny DeVito, but yeah,
Danny DeVito. Yes.
I feel like Danny DeVito should be the head of Arasakura. No, well, okay. I feel like to respect the like Japanese culture of it, the head of the company would have to be somebody of Japanese origin.
I'm sure they would understand if it was Danny DeVito. There's some characters, or there's some people that can play anything, and Danny DeVito is one of them.
Anyways, I started blasting.
Robert Downey Jr.
Wait, that could be dope. Because forget Adam Smasher, dude. What if after Adam Smasher dies, they're like, okay, now that we have the battle recordings from when Adam Smasher was killed, we know where his weaknesses are, and they make a robot, like a mech of Adam Smasher, but even better. And Danny DeVito is the head of Arasakura, and finally, when Johnny Silverhand comes around, he controls that mech. And he's like, I'm Danny DeVito, so I started blasting. Blah 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 blah.
It's Robert Downey Jr. in a Iron Man suit, but it's not called that.
Did I say Robert Downey Jr.?
No.
Okay.
It's oh no, it's the metal human. What are we gonna do?
Oh no, the metal human.
Oh no, Agate Man.
Agate Man? That's insane. Why agates? Why?
I don't know, Stone.
Oh
Stone.
no, Tin Fist.
Tin Fist. That's just an Iron Fist parody right there.
Aluminum Attacker. Watch
Aluminum
out.
Attacker.
He's got a gun.
Oh no, it's the copper culprit.
Oh. The Obsidian Obliterator. Watch out.
I was gonna say
Look out,
like I was gonna say the silver something, but
look out, it's Silverhand.
Oh, it's Silverhand. Well, that is indeed my throw for the series. I have nothing really to add. I think we have it perfect. Danny DeVito is the antagonist. Johnny Silverhand is the protagonist, or seemingly protagonist. Jack Black is an edge runner that works for Danny DeVito secretly, but is working for Keanu Reeves the whole movie. And yeah, I think what could make this movie or show long is the trials to get to Arasakura.
The Trials of Johnny Silverhands.
And I definitely think that Adam Smasher mech idea would be banging.
Well, that is a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the wrap. Remember, people, we now will have an Instagram. We won't probably post anything there. And we will eventually make a TikTok, and there will probably not be anything posted there anytime soon. But we will now be on Spotify and YouTube. So whichever one you found us on, check out the other one, because it's the same episode, but like you can listen to it again.
Watch it twice while you run.
Watch it twice.
While you run. This is not legally. That is not a threat. Legally, that's not a threat. We swear.
Legally, it's not a threat. Yet.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke.